Hello everyone, this is 9X with 9X Gaming. Going to go over a skill build for Theoden here real quick and why I like Theoden. Theoden is a great tile taker. I use him a lot early in the season. Um, he has very few losses when you're doing tile taking. So we're going to go over his skill build real quick, and we'll start with the renewed damage dealt by commander formation plus 3%. The effect is modified by the initiative stat. The commander's formation gains stun immunity. Second one, Rohirrim. When mounted units in 3 allied formations deal damage, attack plus 5%, stack up to 3, increases to 4 stacks, damage stat plus 10%. Attack of mounted units in 3 allied formations plus 1.5, modified by command stat. Mounted units in the commander's formation gain initiative, and mounted units plus 1. Okay, not worried about the last one there. So that would be definitely a fiver there. When mounted units in 3 allied formations launch normal attacks, gain follow-up damage. Follow-up is always a really good one. Has a 50% chance to deal an additional 3% damage. 3% isn't huge, but 3% is 3%. Increases chance to deal damage to 75%. Unit HP plus 10%. Okay, so where do we want to start here? Okay. I would start here with 5. Remember, we're going to be doing tile taking with this unit to start with. So we're going to gain the, where is it here? Sorry. We're increasing our chance to deal an additional damage by 75%. Okay, so I want that second damage, the follow-up damage here. Okay. The initiative is another one. We want that early on, so we're going to bring that to 5. So now we've gained the initiative. Stun immunity and tile taking, not huge. Okay. So in the beginning, probably start with those two. You're not going to have mounted units in the beginning, so these stats can change as you get higher up. Okay, and you get better heroes because you're going to be using melee units to start with. Okay. Again, this is a mounted unit, so the reason I go with this and this, probably should start with this one first, but either or, you're going to get you should get your mounted units fairly quickly. Should be something that you're focusing on. Okay, you're going to use mounted units in the formation there. On the entire formation is what I do for taking tiles. So we got 5, 5. Okay, then we're going to throw 5 in here. Okay, at this point we're going to stop a horse master. We will not put anything else in the horse master. We want to look at where we want to put our next 5. Okay, I like stacking things. Anything with stacking we want to add in there. Okay, so we're going to go 5 into Rohirrim. Now, again, as we're moving on, we're going to add more and more and more. Okay. Unit 10% HP. Is that more important than stun immunity? Or is it more important to get damage stat? Well, we're taking tiles. We want to do damage, so we're going to go ahead and add 5 to Rohirrim. Okay. Now where do we go from here? Again, we're setting this up right now for tile taking. You can change it around a bit. So now we got another 5. Again, this is going to be the unit HP. That can be really important in the beginning. Okay. So we'll add that in there. So that's a basic build. Now you can change this around if you want. That's basically how I do it. Some people don't like the Rohirrim. I like the Rohirrim. I think it's a great deal. Okay. If you look at different people, they're going to go with this one up to 10. Okay, that's a stunning immunity. Again, we got to think about how we're going to use this hero. If I'm going to use it for attacking, I may reset this and do it totally different. Okay, if I'm using this as an attacking hero or as a tank hero, I'm probably going to change this around. I'm going to put 10 here, 10 here, 5 here. Okay, and then whatever's left over, I'll put into Rohirrim. All right. You have to look at how you're going to use the hero. Early on, I'm going to do this, 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 back to here. Okay. Just keep building your hero for taking tiles. I pretty much will use Theoden all season to take tiles. So I build him a bit differently than I would if I was using him as an attack hero. Okay. That's my recommendation on Theoden. Set him up as a tank. Okay. For taking tiles. He's a great tile commander. Set him up with other people. Along with him, who else is going to be good? Okay. The next person I would add into him for taking tiles, you've got Eomer, Faramir, and Eowyn. I do my starting army here. You need a support commander in there too when you're taking tiles. So I'll either throw Gandalf the White in there or Gandalf the Grey as a support commander. Then I do like Eowyn. I think she's a great hero. I think she's another underestimated hero. But I'll usually do Theoden and Gandalf the White, or Gandalf the Grey or White to start. A lot of times I put Gandalf the White with my damage dealing commanders and I use them for sweeping, and then I put Gandalf the Grey with Theoden to do tile taking early on. Once I get that third hero, I add in Eowyn. When I get the fourth hero, I'll either add in Boromir, Eomer, or Faramir. One of those three will add into the third and fourth. Okay. Personal preference on those, using them for tile taking, basically. Not a huge amount of difference in them for tile taking, in my opinion. So that's a quick lesson on Theoden and what I use him for, along with his skill build. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to message me in game or on Discord. And please like and subscribe.